Hey y'all, it's your girl Muvva here with an install. So please cut me some slack because this is a whole ass learning experience. Like, I seen silicone mix from Slay by Jordan, but the unnecessary step I did was bleach the knots. Like, for color wigs, this step is totally unnecessary. And boom, so let's get into it. So what I did was I bleached the knots, and I thought it was just a regular wig. It's gonna tint out, it's gonna tint wonderfully, and blah blah blah. Turns out when you tint colored wig knots, it just makes the knots more visible. I could have cut this part out, but I was like, you know what? I'm a real bitch. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, and hopefully somebody watch this video and be like, whoo, thank you so much for saving my motherfucking wig's life. Do you hear me? So this is for you, baby. This is for you to learn from me. Okay. And also, whenever you're mixing your bleach and your developer, so whenever you're making your mixture, you want it to have a real cakey, regardless that I'm doing it on a wig, whenever you do your mixture, you want it to be like a little cakey, not hella runny, so that way it doesn't like seep into the knots and seep all into the hair. Also, whenever you're making your mixture, you want to do it in a small container, because mixing it in this big ass container was just too much and super unnecessary. And then I mixed it with the butter knife, which just made it even more harder to mix. So this ain't nothing but a learn from my mistakes kind of video. Okay, let's get into it. So whenever you are actually bleaching your knots, not only colored wig, you want to make sure you cover the entire area. Make sure it's on there good. Make sure you're not pushing it down when you do it. And you want to have it look something like this. Even though this is a colored wig, the layage of this bleach is fucking perfect. Have it all over the knots, front and all the way to the back. You want to let it sit for about 30-45 minutes, depending on you. You know what I'm saying? And depending on how dark you may need it or how light you may need it. So what I then went in with was, after my Shimmer Light shampoo to tone the knots, I went in with this silicone mix I saw Slayed by Jordan using. I believe it's like to help it like lock in the moisture, keep it soft, keep it bouncing and things like that. I can't say I did like it. It was like more so like a deep conditioner before a wig. That's how I judge it, and that's how it felt to me. So I just let it sit for about another 30 minutes. So that whole bleaching and silicone mix was about an hour. Then while the wig is still wet, I like to pluck. Again, learning moment. Make sure you pluck and that you don't create holes in your stuff, because as you can see, like right there where I'm plucking at in that hand, that's a knot. That's a whole ass hole right there. And I didn't notice it until the end, but I'm like, you know what? This is an Amazon wig, aka a teachable wig that, you know, that I can learn on, that I wouldn't be mad about. Because baby, if it was one of them $1,000, $500 wigs, I would be mad. But hey, we live and we learn. Next, I went in with my Ruby Kisses. I believe this was 15, and I went in with the darker shade. I love using the cream because it just gets into the lace how it needs to get into the lace, compared to using the powder. And powder is liable to feel just to be dusty, to be movable. And I don't know, maybe it was just the brand that I was using, but it was like a little bit grayish, or like it wasn't like brown. It was like a grayish brown, if that makes sense. So it just made my scalp look real ashy, and I didn't like it. But the Ruby Kisses is literally top tier for a wig install. So yes, take that tip from me. Next, what I did was, I fucking forgot, y'all. I'm not gonna cap. So I put my cap on, did my smoothing out, did my 3 layers using the wonderful Erica J, and I cut my lace into like 3 sections, which made it easier for me to lay. Now I'm just taking my comb and pressing it into where I need it to go. Another tip would be cut your ear tabs out before doing this whole process so everything lays where it needs to lay, because since I didn't cut the ear tabs out around the ear, it was like bulky because it wasn't laid down to the best of my abilities, honestly. I then went in with my melt belt, put it right over the wig, and boom. I believe this is a great ass job. I know this is a great ass job considering where I started and where I'm coming from. Despite my mishaps during this install, this is a great ass install, and to me it ends. Could I have is it making my forehead look a little you know, but maybe it's the fact that it's a colored wig, or maybe I didn't bring it up enough. Go ahead and drop it in the comments if I didn't put my wig up enough. Like, I'm not even embarrassed. Like, I had the choice to put this video out or not, and I put it out, so I am, you know, the comments is gonna comment, the opinions is gonna come. Opinions is opinion shit. The only one that matters is mine, and I barked the fuck out of this. Yays, period. Okay, don't play with her, because I am not one of them. Anywho, so what I then did was took my wonderful hot comb, used my Erica J wax stick, and I laid my goddamn middle part. And since this is the Amazon wig, the density wasn't like nothing crazy. So I feel like that also played a factor into the overall outcome of the hair. But when I say I barred this, and you know it's brown lace, just based off the fact that I'm telling you it's from Amazon, and it wasn't no more than $200, which includes the tax, and I'm not embarrassed, period. And this is just some clips on how it came out. Look at that, mommy. I love this. And I will be dropping more, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to A Bad Bitch and A Mother immediately after or before or all the way intertwined. Anywho, it's Mother checking out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at TheeMuvvaa. Peace.